What's up? This is Protect Rose Gold at all costs.
Heyo.
I'm Max.
Yep.
This is Joseph.
This is Austin. Ryan.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome whack.
Already messing up. 10 seconds in.
I always feel like super like stressed at the beginning, so I'm always like,
It's like
I feel like I always mess up at the beginning anyway, so I always just lean into it.
it's like the breakfast of the podcast.
Yeah. All right.
Sure,
The most important meal of the cast.
Yes.
There you go. All right. I got the
intro.
Am I the Asshole pulled up already, so we're just going to go straight into it.
Nice.
All right. I'm currently fighting with my wife.
Oh, shit.
She has a high position at a university. She has her PhD and has little respect for people who don't have an education.
Did you say has little respect?
Correct.
Oh, damn.
Just so everyone's clear.
Okay.
She has
Little respect for people with low
Okay.
education.
with lower education than her, apparently.
Okay.
My sister is the same age as my wife, and she's also very successful. Probably a bit more than my wife, honestly.
Ooh.
She doesn't have the education my wife does, though, but she's managed to be successful. She does lie on her resume saying she has a bachelor's degree.
Wait, her sister, author's sister does?
Yes.
Okay.
Recently, my sister was hired at a bigwig. Oh, as a bigwig for a company. Is bigwig a position? I thought bigwig was more like...
Well, just like
put it on the resume.
I imagine.
higher up.
Yeah.
I served as bigwig for 4 years.
Well, I think when I think bigwig, I think like Apple. You know
Like
what I mean? I
higher
don't
up.
think of like Steve Jobs, bigwig. I mean, I could.
Oh, okay.
That's just how I see it.
Okay.
Semantics, whatever. Recently, my sister was hired as a bigwig for a company in New York City. My wife was so angry when she heard about it. She said that my sister was a liar and a fraud and that she should never have been given the job. Fast forward 2 weeks, my sister calls me to tell me that she was let go because someone called the office to let them know she didn't have a bachelor's degree.
Yo.
Oh boy.
I brought this up to my wife, and she admitted that she did in fact call my sister's job and let them know.
Wow, dude, what an asshole.
Oh.
I was stunned with this news. My sister is responsible for taking care of our sick mother, and she's an incredible person. She's worked over 2 decades in her field, and she has been very successful. I'm aware that she should not lie on her resume, but the company hired her after a background check, and at the end of the day, who the fuck cares?
Damn.
I had a huge fight with my wife about butting into my sister's business. I pointed out that she herself has lied about her experience at times. Ooh.
Oh,
And that she
man.
should have stayed out of it. Now my sister is unemployed, and I have no idea how she's going to pay for our mother's nursing home fees.
Fuck.
I
Damn.
have little money, and my wife certainly isn't going to help. This decision by my wife is causing unbelievable ripples in our family. My sister helps pay for our niece's college. She paid for our other sister's medical care after major surgery. God, this person's a saint.
Wow.
Bro,
She's also
life
helped.
sucks,
She's
dude.
also helped me out by paying for my rehab 3 years ago when my insurance wouldn't cover the full 30 days. She donates 10% of her income to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. She's a good
Wow.
person who didn't have a chance to go to college. That's it. My wife is livid with me for being angry with her. She says that I should support her and understand that this is a major issue for her, people lying about degrees, etc., and that this is my sister's fault for lying,
Man.
and that maybe now she'll get a job that she's actually qualified for. I have not told my sister that my wife got her fired, and my wife has threatened to leave me if I tell her. Am I the asshole for being angry at my wife for doing this to my sister? Am I the asshole for not telling my sister how this happened? So we got a 2 for today.
Okay, so
Before we give our verdicts,
Do you have an opinion?
I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not the asshole because, Gio, your mic is sideways.
oh frick.
I want everyone to hear your verdict loud and clear. So.
Okay. We're good. Yeah, so we got 2 different assholes we got to answer. It could either be
Oh.
for not telling his sister or for his wife. Talk to me, fellas. What do we think?
I mean, do we all want to do we think we're unanimous in this one? I think we all are.
I think
Okay,
so.
let's do it.
Easy
Let's do it
one,
on the
right?
count of 3. 1.
Wait, so hold on a minute. The two questions are what?
The 2 questions. Am I the asshole for being angry at my wife for doing this to my sister?
For getting a sister fired. That's the first one.
Question number 2.
Why is he the asshole for getting?
No, is he the asshole for being mad at his wife for getting
Okay,
his sister fired?
okay.
And am
that's
I
an
the
easy one.
asshole for not telling my sister how this happened?
I feel like number 1 is like unanimous.
Yeah, number one is
is
I
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
We will all agree.
Number
Yeah.
1, he is
Not
the asshole. Yeah, no, hands down.
All right, number 2.
Number 2
Hmm.
is
Hold on. Let me think about it for a
Chew it
second.
over a bit.
Jesus.
he is
The asshole.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I was gonna say
I think so.
he needs
I
to
think
tell
so.
us. I think he needs to tell
Yeah.
his sister. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of it's pretty fucked. Like especially at that point.
It's one of
and
those weird
like,
ones where it's like he's being dishonest. I don't know if it like follows the standard of being an asshole
To the
usually.
asshole
Yeah,
threshold.
yeah.
But it kind of is. I mean, he's being dishonest if he doesn't.
If he decides to keep it and just like not bring it up at all, then yeah, I'd say like that's pretty asshole
I
move.
think there
For,
are
like
other titles for
Yeah.
that, and it's
I thought this one
being
was
a little
interesting
bitch.
because obviously his wife sucks ass.
bro,
Yeah.
she sucks so much.
I mean,
dude.
at this
dang.
point,
she had no business doing that.
I would
dude.
use
It's
any.
just-
I would take any route to get out of that relationship if I was him. Because that's. I mean, she's just like, hey, I'm gonna break up with you if you do this. I'd be like, bet.
Word,
Hey,
bet.
sister. Hey, guess what happened?
right?
Boom.
Childless, I wouldn't want to keep her in the family after that.
Yeah, right.
that's
Like
just
especially being
so fucked up.
that like awful to his family.
right?
Bro, God, it just pissed me off reading that shit. Like, immediately, like the first sentence was, yeah, she has no little respect for anyone with a lower education.
Yikes!
So we already
I'm not-
knew she sucks.
Yeah.
from, like,
Yeah.
the first
God.
sentence.
So I'm not sure if you guys love it or hate it when I do this, but if they both, his wife and his sister, applied for the same job and she got it and lied about her degree,
The sister?
yes.
Okay.
Would it have made his wife any less of an asshole to have?
I say
Fine.
no.
No,
Still
I
a
don't think so.
fucking
'Cause I think
shithead thing to do. There's
Yeah.
no reason she should have done that.
Well,
There's
mhm.
absolutely no reason.
what I like, what he kind of mentioned in there is that they did a background check on her and that she's experienced in her field. So, college degree
Right.
or not.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
like
like
she
not
was just
really-
like going into some job blind and
Mhm.
without any knowledge. It's like she had experience.
Yeah.
They saw that. They looked at her background and everything
honestly,
checked out.
I don't know
so-
how legally binding, like if it says like a qualification for a job is like this degree. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how much they actually stick to that format
Mhm.
because if that's just something that's just normalized in like society and it doesn't really matter, then it really doesn't matter in this situation.
Mhm.
But it also like bars people from her like getting good jobs. Who's someone who is a good person, someone who
Yeah.
can use the job.
Mhm.
I think it's tricky because a lot of states can just fire you for whatever reason they
Just
want.
like at will.
Just
Mhm.
Employment.
Oklahoma is one
Yeah,
of those
that's-
states.
Yeah.
I
right
had to
to
look
work
up.
state.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like curious of like how like legally binding, I guess, is that qualification of, hey, you need a bachelor's or a master's for this job specifically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most of the ones I've seen have usually said like highly recommended or suggested that you have this degree,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think even in those, it's kind of like, if you have this degree, it usually means you're qualified, but you don't have to have it to be qualified. And just
Mhm.
because you do have it doesn't mean you are qualified. But
Yeah.
usually if you do, you're good.
That guy, yeah, that sucks. Just like
Yeah, no, that's just a.
I feel for him because he's like
Ugh.
he's caught in between his family and his like
Yeah,
wife.
that's-
You know what I mean? Like
that's
they're
a-
married and like I don't know
That's
if
a
they
bummer
have kids.
position
But
to
it's
be
like,
in.
ugh.
Oh,
Was it-
God,
was
could you
it-
imagine if they had
a lot
Was
kids?
of
it his
these are-
wife or his girlfriend?
His wife.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
His
she is
wife.
putting him in such an
You know what?
awkward position.
That makes me think,
So-
like,
And
how
that
did he-
she's not going to pay anything either. She just says that's not my problem. Like she's the one that caused it.
A lot of these Am I the Assholes I've just now realized are like family wife ones. Not that your wife's not your family, but like
Yeah.
blood family versus not blood family.
like you're
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
between these two people.
yeah.
Mhm.
It makes me think like, did he not see the flags before?
Right,
Because it seems
though,
like if she's always
yeah.
been like that, then
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my answer or anything, but that makes me
Mhm.
think.
It's probably something he just like kind of put up with, just,
Right,
Like,
put up with
until
it, or just
now it's
kinda
like
swept it
actually
under the
like
rug.
Like,
That's
babe,
fair.
be
Yeah.
nicer.
Maybe
Come
so.
on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably affected him, but he's just like, well, she's still a good person. I don't know, maybe she's attractive, so I don't look at her this way. So he's probably just like you said, like put up with it, and so yeah, he probably just looks at it that way instead of. But now that it's reached external forces, now he's like,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
can't do this anymore. I'd be pissed if anything like
All
that.
right,
ever happened.
I'd be pissed. I definitely wouldn't be trying to stay in that relationship.
Yeah,
To be honest with
Mhm.
you, like,
Heck no.
then again, I don't know their history or
Yes.
anything like that, but that's just that's a line that's just crossed.
That
man,
is
you know?
that is a bad
Like,
line to cross
like
with the family.
Cool. All right, glad we're all unanimous once again.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought that one was a little interesting just because it had two questions and I don't know, it kind of leads you thinking that we're going to talk about the wife and then talks about the husband. But cool. All right. Max, you want to talk to us about this video?
Oh, the mac and cheese kid.
Yeah,
Mac
yeah.
and cheese.
I saw like the first 5 seconds. He was wearing a Sketchy Tank t-shirt, it looked like.
Yeah, he.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was
A
Sketchy
what?
Tank.
Mm.
It's a clothing brand called Sketchy Tank.
The one with the wolf on it.
He was
Yeah.
wearing a Thrasher hoodie a little bit later on in the video.
Huff hoodie too.
Rock
Yep.
Full line.
But yeah, it was this kid,
Zumi's kid.
Vice video,
Right.
who this kid
But he doesn't
only
eat
eats
skate,
mac
bro.
and
No, I'm
cheese. He for 17 years has like pretty much only eaten mac and cheese.
17 years.
How-
Yeah, like his whole life.
Does it say how old he
Just
is?
about. He's 20.
Mm-hmm. He's like 20.
Yeah.
What?
It's like all through growing up. He
Just
ate mac and cheese, bro.
Yeah. And it's like,
have you seen it?
he's like,
I don't watch. I was watching it for like a second, and then we moved.
what
we
was
had
it?
to,
Didn't he?
do his-
Doesn't he have? He's like pretty specific though on like his mac and cheese though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, Velveeta shells and cheese.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
original.
Velveeta
Yeah.
shells and cheese. He said, I think
A
he
man
says,
of taste, at
Yeah,
he
least.
says,
I don't blame the guy.
He says he'll eat Kraft
Liquid Gold.
original.
Uh-huh.
He'll eat.
Yep.
He's
Bob
Bob Evans. He said Bob Evans. Pretty good.
Says pretty
Okay.
good.
He had the Annie's shells
And-
and cheese.
and
in his
Annie's
Okay, I was
house.
gonna
shells
say,
and
Annie, yeah,
cheese.
the Annie's is pretty.
Yeah,
Annie's is pretty
the
dope.
white cheddar,
Yeah.
purple box.
Purple,
You guys
yep.
know what I'm talking
Yes, I was
about?
gonna
It's kind of a
but-
lavender.
It is
pretty-
kind of a lavender.
That one's
Yeah.
pretty bomb.
So Joseph, to walk you through the video,
Yeah, walk me
starts
through
off
this.
just telling
Sorry, yeah, good.
We're going to talk
I'm
about
just
mac
looking
and
around
cheese
like-
the rest of the
He
cast.
starts off
today.
just talking about how all he eats is mac and cheese. Obviously, it shows him
Yes.
eating a bowl, for proof. I
Yeah,
guess
making it in his kitchen.
just straight out of the pot too.
Yeah, he has a specific like special pot for his like mac and cheese.
Question. Did he win like a lifetime supply on a game show, or
No.
is his by choice?
No.
No, he just likes mac and cheese.
Just like mac. Yeah, I
That's
guess
all he likes.
by choice,
God.
pretty much. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Born with no taste buds.
Just to kind of
Sounds
give you
good right
a
now.
vibe
Some
for
mac
the
and
whole
cheese.
video, it starts off kind of playful and like, I've been eating mac and cheese for 17 years. It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
it
all
is
I've
very
had.
playful, like,
and you're
oh,
like,
it's good
and you're
he
like,
eats
what
mac
the
and cheese.
fuck? How
Wow,
is he
it's crazy.
alive?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, right.
But then it kind of it gets a little serious, and he starts talking about
It dives into
how-
his mental health.
Right. How,
Oh, really?
For one, he's just like, I mean, I am worried. I do care about my own body, and I do care. I do realize that this is a problem. I'm not saying like, oh, I can just keep doing this.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
wants to change, but he talks about how he gets like a sensory overload when he tries anything new,
Whoa.
and it's like kind of beyond what just like yuck and spitting it out. It's just
Yeah.
like there's times where something will just touch his tongue and he'll just throw up
Yeah.
immediately.
So like a
What?
lot of basically just like because of his like years of just being comfortable with the mac and cheese, his like he physically can't take down.
Yeah,
other,
his
other
body
foods.
just
his
won't
body
accept it.
just won't accept it at
Yeah,
all.
he even mentions that whenever he tries,
Yeah.
tries.
that doesn't sound real.
He even mentions whenever
Nah,
he tries new foods that even new foods that he actually kind of likes the taste of, just like new stuff, like new
His body
consistency.
rejects it, or-
Like he kind of like gags a little bit at first, just because it's just
Still
new
slightly
to him,
triggered. Yeah.
And then it gets
Weird.
even deeper,
What's deeper than
and he talks about how I think
he's allergic?
briefly mentioned talked to like one mental health person, and it goes back to his abusive childhood. I guess like his
This is where these
Content
stories.
warning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
This is where
Content
these-
warning.
This is where these stories always end up. I feel like it's like, okay, you kind of laugh at they edit it away to where you're kind
It's
of making
funny
fun of the
on
person,
the surface level.
Yeah.
It's funny,
and then they
but
get to it and they're
underneath-
like, oh yeah, like my parents died at the, I feel like that's where these videos always go.
yeah. So
what
his,
was homies though in specific? Like what? Like,
so I think his like mother and father didn't have like a great relationship, and his father ended up being abusive at one point.
Yeah, it was his relationship with his dad.
Yeah, and basically his household was always like had a lot of tension, and he knew that it's kind of silly, but he knew that when it came to food, the one thing that he wouldn't create a fight or an argument was if he just asked for mac and cheese, because it's easy. His mom or dad could make it. You know
Make
what I
a
mean?
lot of it.
It was just like they could make it, give it to him, and he could eat it. And then eventually, I think he said that to avoid the conflict, even from that, he just decided that he was going to start making it himself and learn how to make it. When he's younger.
Yep.
And so like mac and cheese was like his comfort food at the time, and then became all that he ate pretty much.
Just, yeah, part of his life.
So it was like him, like conflict resolution in a way.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
I tried like
His-
that
Make
makes sense.
itself
That
feel
makes sense.
safe.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
his safety blanket was a bowl of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
Once we get done. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Sorry, just when you were explaining it, I feel like they need to stop editing the videos like that.
Oh,
Because
right.
they literally do it, like you said. Like it starts off wacky, so you can make fun of him.
Yeah.
And then they just make you feel like shit because you're like, why laugh?
It's like, oh,
'Cause you,
damn.
you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
And then,
Damn,
like-
I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like,
Because
I'm
his
the
dad hit him
asshole.
when he's a kid. Like,
'cause
that sucks.
There's always stuff like
What
that.
the fuck?
Like the last, I think I watched all those like TLC shows where they have shit like that. Or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
like strange addictions and
yeah,
things
yeah.
like
Like
that.
people
Yeah.
that people that only
Freaking
there's like a guy that
hoarders, dude. Oh my god.
Hoarders is crazy.
Hoarders kind of scares me at points, dude.
I haven't watched Hoarders in
My
a
favorite
bad
was the
minute.
rats one.
Talk to
mice.
Ryan about that.
Ryan.
No, there's like a guy that only ate like cheeseburgers, which
Oh, dude, yeah.
I feel like that could give you like variety.
Fuck yeah.
Cheeseburger? You said cheeseburgers?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I remember wasn't his though like
he ate like several a day.
He
like,
ate
not
like
just,
several a day, and it was only just like a burger, meat, cheese,
Yeah.
bun. That's it.
He wouldn't
like,
eat
nothing
like
else.
he'll
like,
like
No condiments?
I
This
don't
sounds
remember, but
strange, but I think that I don't know why, but I feel like mac and cheese is better than that for your body.
You think so?
Yeah,
I just think,
would
I think that
so.
mac and cheese is less nutritious, maybe, but I think mac and cheese is less detrimental. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's easier to digest.
exactly. That's why I
Yeah.
think that like all those burgers are gonna start to clot you up, and I think at some
Yeah,
point you're just gonna
that's
start
true.
walking around real slow, like
Right.
half speed. I feel like mac and cheese is like you just feel weak all the time, but you're like your stomach's not upset, you know, but you just
that's
don't
fair.
have energy or something.
I thought you
And it shows him like going to the gym and like working out. He says he works out like 4 times a week. And he
put,
does
like,
like boxing and stuff.
Yeah.
pre-workout in his mac and cheese. Orange.
So if you guys had to live off of one food,
One mac and cheese.
for 17
Ooh.
years.
yeah,
Wendy's mac and cheese.
Honestly,
Wendy's mac and cheese.
honestly, I'd probably go pizza.
pizza.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever really
But
get
what
tired
if you?
of
What if like how
Just
he
one
just does
variety?
original like macaroni?
Yeah,
What if you
does it
had
have
to
to
pick
be
one
one
specific-
pizza?
I think so.
Type even.
I think
one
that
place, one type?
I think you can pick like pepperoni pizza. You can have it at Little Caesars or Andolini's or Papa
Okay.
John's, whatever.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
it's just pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
Gotcha.
Man, I mean, yeah, I think pizza probably, but man, I could imagine I would get hella tired
You
of it
thinking
after a
cheese
while.
or pep?
You just
Oh,
pull
pep,
the-
of
If you do
course.
pull the
pep and you don't
peps
want
off.
to
Yeah,
change,
if I
you
don't,
pull them off.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And then I
beef
can
system.
save those ones
Yeah.
and put them on the next pizza.
Have them
if I wanted
as
to.
a midnight snack.
Yeah.
Nice.
More pep, more cheese.
Extra most
Extra
bestest.
bestest.
More cheese, more
Gio,
pep,
what do you
right?
think?
Dude, honestly, I'd probably just do the what's it? The hot spicy lime instant ramen, like shrimp cup noodles or whatever.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I could. Well, cause shit, dude, used to eat that a lot just growing up, and then like even like after we're like when I was like 19 and stuff, moving out of my parents' house, like cup of ramen, man. Especially like shrimp flavored. It's like lime and spicy like flavored too as well. Go for that.
Nice.
Good,
Gotcha.
Good 17 years.
17 years.
17 years cup of
Wow.
noodles.
I can't think of anything I'd want to eat for 17 years. I guess it'd have to be something like
Please don't say oatmeal.
no. Actually,
Oats.
Well, actually,
if I could get it at different places, maybe. I don't know. First thing that came to mind was like a falafel wrap or like a pita.
Word.
You know what I mean? Or like something
Nice.
Mediterranean that's like decently light that involves
Yeah.
some kind of vegetable.
Lots of flavor.
Yeah, yeah,
A euro?
yeah, like something like
A
that.
nice
Something like
vegan
that, yeah.
gyro.
Nice.
I think just for my sake of hoping to see another 17 years, I'd go for something like that. What about you?
man, I don't know.
Travis Scott burger?
No, I have two things in mind,
Extra
but
sicko mode sauce.
What are both of them?
Hold the sicko sauce, please.
yeah, I was gonna force myself to pick one, but I can't.
Cheese-
It'd be either. This sounds really silly, but like
Pretzel?
peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
Okay.
That's- okay, that's
I just
fair.
feel like the
Nice.
peanut butter is gonna like it's not. You know, to me,
no,
kind
for
of
sure,
somewhat good
yeah.
for me. You know.
I feel like that'd be, yeah, I think that's.
Hey, you get
that
some
one's
protein
fair.
from the peanut butter. You get some like fruits and shit from the jam or the jelly or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like,
Start buying all natural.
yeah. Just get all the go to the farmer's market, buy
Make
that
your
shit.
own.
on
Or
the-
just the other thing is probably like a chicken sandwich or something like that.
nice.
You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I totally thought you were gonna say like chicken tenders or something.
Well, I was thinking that, but I think a sandwich probably be
Makes sense.
kind of the pepperoni pizza vibe, where if I wanted just tenders, like take the bread
the
pieces
bread
off,
off.
Okay,
have
yeah.
them for later.
Yeah, because I was going to say salad, but then I had to choose like one specific salad. That's why I went with like something Mediterranean.
nice Caesar salad.
Ryan, do you have a
I would probably do sushi.
sushi?
Nice.
Seafood?
My
Doesn't
first
sushi? I
thought
don't know
was
much about sushi.
wing.
Doesn't it come in variety? Like, doesn't? Is there
Oh
different-
yeah.
Would
So
you
which
just do
one?
like California rolls
Sexy-
or
sexy
spicy
roll.
tuna
do
roll?
all of them, I'll choose that.
What?
California?
Just all rolls.
Just one. It's like
You only
that's
choose
like
one
one
type.
picking all kinds of
I-
pizza.
God,
Is
there's
there like a
I was
supreme?
gonna say, what's
That's
your
like saying
your
all
go-to
kinds of
roll? That
sandwiches.
has to be it for like 17 years, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
probably there's two that I'm thinking of at Yokozuna that are really good.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember what's in either of them.
Remember,
but
17
I
years.
just remember the names.
Gonna be
One of
locked
them,
in.
the spicy one?
One has a little bit of a spice. I think it's called the Flaming Volcano Roll. Yeah, that one.
Oh,
really
dude, that
has
one's
some
bomb.
spice.
Yeah.
Had that?
Yes.
It comes out
Mhm.
on fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
so
What?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so I'm getting
No,
an
it's pretty
experience
tight.
every
Pretty
time
good.
I eat it.
Wow.
If I choose that one. The other one is called...
Do you wake up in the morning?
There's a guy there
Yeah,
with
fucking
sushi
flames.
on fire.
lights it
Here
on
you
fire.
are, Mr. Higgins.
No, I just the first thing you see when you wake up, something's on fire. You're like, oh shit.
The other one is called the Rising Sun Roll, and it's kind of sweet. It comes with like a
I don't know if I've had that one. Sounds really familiar,
pineapple type,
Oh, interesting.
though. Nice.
like a pineapple type dipping sauce. So
Cool.
But I'll probably
bit.
do the flaming volcano.
Nice. Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
fried.
yeah. Flaming volcano.
Dinner.
17 years.
Shit.
Fuck it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like
That sounds
it'd be
pretty
a little
bomb.
better for you.
Dinner and a show.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Did they?
I think Brian got the best value out of all.
probably.
Right. He really did. Yeah.
Did they mention like any other parts of his life? Like, has anything other than that been like his love life or something? In the
He said
video?
his social life is being affected.
Yeah,
Like, in what way?
Yeah, they said that he like
Like going out
will
to
only
eat.
eat mac and cheese whenever he goes out to eat, or he
Oh.
won't get anything, and he says that feels awkward,
Yeah.
like socially.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess it's understandable. Yeah, I was assuming they mentioned like his like if he had a partner or something
Oh,
like
they
that.
talk about his grandparents. He lives with his
Those
grandparents.
are his grandparents. Yeah.
and they seem to be pretty nice. I
Are they
guess.
like cool about it?
Yeah,
His-
they're cool about it.
his grandma's-
his
yeah.
grandma is like really tolerant of it, and she's like, he can live here as long as he wants, and we'll
That's such a
make him mac
grandma
and
thing
cheese.
to
Yeah,
say.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
But then grandpa is like, kind of wish you would
Yeah.
not live here and not eat only mac and cheese.
he's like,
get off your
I
ass.
really
he's,
get it.
he's like, I love the kid, but back in my day,
Yeah,
he's like, we had everything on the plate. We didn't leave the table till we were done, or something like that.
God damn, one of
He
those.
mentioned he was old fashioned.
So it's just your
Yeah.
stock grandma and
Look
grandpa.
here,
Yeah,
goddamn it.
stock grandma, stock grandpa.
right?
Interesting.
What's wild in that video is that
Peepaw.
the guy in the video's name is Austin,
Yeah.
and then his friend, when he has his hair back, looks like if you first see his like best friend in the video, or whatever, his hair is back and he's looking down, and from the aerial view, it looks exactly like Max with his hair
yeah,
pulled back.
Oh,
yeah. It looks
really?
like me,
Yeah.
for
So I
sure.
thought you were gonna say you. I was like,
No, I think he's
waiting
got
for
like,
the
I think he's
reveal,
got like a mustache and
face
Uh-huh.
it's
reveal.
a little goatee
Dark
too,
hair.
but
I'll
yeah.
have to put a picture up and see.
Yeah, dude.
Have to
Max,
compare.
Max has a cameo.
Yeah.
Do your Kubrick stare in that angle real quick?
In what angle?
And the angle of that video, or the picture in the video,
Guys,
that
like,
guy. There you go.
Here we go. It's gonna be
Pull your hair back
right
real quick.
above you.
Give
Oh
it to
yeah,
him.
get the full.
Give it to him.
full
Okay.
effect.
Perfect.
Cool.
Now we'll know.
Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the
Thanks,
Kubrick
Mikey.
stare.
Interesting. Do you have that that other video?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Cool.
Gonna pull it up on the jumbotron.
So we have another. We have a video we're gonna watch live on here. I haven't seen it yet. Have you guys seen it?
No,
We sent it in the
I
group chat.
have viewed it.
Okay, you have
Indeed.
no. Austin, we talked about it a little bit at practice the other day.
not. Oh, okay.
It's
All tangled, all tangled
it's
up.
quite the video.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm
I think
excited.
it could.
I've seen. I feel like I've seen videos like it because I thought it was another one when he was telling me
Oh,
about
gotcha.
it.
Yeah. For those of you viewing at home, we have a screen behind the camera right now, so we're gonna watch it.
But jumbotron, if you will.
Yeah.
It's set up at a very ornate entertainment center.
Yeah.
Speaking of that TV,
We got
you
it
guys
from
mind go ahead
IKEA.
and turn it on real quick.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Max, would you initiate the jumbotron, please?
Initiate the
Did you all say
jumbotron.
you've seen
I mean-
this? Who's seen this video?
I haven't.
seen it.
I've
Oh,
seen
no one.
Have you?
Have you not seen it?
No.
So just me and Max.
I'm having a
I
hard
think
time
I've
getting
seen
out
it.
of here.
Cool. Yeah.
So just a little
Preface.
yes, to preface this
Context.
video, some context. The caption says, "Anti-maskers are deranged children from hell."
Sounds about right.
Um,
Rat
and
lickers.
It's just some
Fucking rat
some
lickers,
Karen,
bro.
you know.
Sounds about right.
Some fucking Karen. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, hyper Karen.
Hyper
We're going
Karen.
full screen.
Is this her final form?
We're gonna play
Yeah.
the
Yes, for real.
vid. All right.
right here because I'm sick and tired of your stupid rules. All right, sweetheart? We don't like to. Do you think I want to wear Yes, I do. Yes, I do not want to wear a mask. I have to wear just like the rest of them. Why don't you people educate
Already
yourselves?
annoying.
Oh my god.
How am I doing? My critic cute?
Oh,
Are you?
okay.
When she comes up like that.
She looks like a
Oh
fucking
my
kind.
god, dude.
She looks like kind of
cute.
You guys remember like how the Grinch Stole Christmas with the Whoville?
Yeah.
All the little evil
I'm gonna leave it at that.
people.
There you go.
She
Enough
looks-
said.
She looks like
Alright,
a
confirm.
Who's the? There's like what's Frankenberry? She looks like Frankenberry.
Oh my
Like the
what?
cereal.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
shape of her head it looks like that. Like
What?
the mascot of the
I'll
Frankenstein.
have to pull up
Oh,
a pic.
man.
Yeah, we have to check out Frankenberry.
Gotta
and
get
So-
a close up.
Let me just say that right here is when I'm at 20% swing on sight right now. Maybe 25% swing on sight. The
Ooh,
second
okay.
she comes up to my face and says, "Am I cute?"
when
Those-
they like pull
Are you
out their
afraid?
phone.
No,
You should
those,
run away.
I don't like
But
how
you
close
have
you
your
are.
super mask on.
I'm trying to protect you.
I don't need protection from you.
Oh, you just touched me. I
Oh,
really wish you
no, I touched you.
Here, if we pause it real quick.
She's literally like a
God.
child.
Okay.
Oh.
Listen,
Dude.
What the fuck?
I understand.
That's an adult, dude. What the hell? Like,
Oh yeah.
when she
Jesus Christ.
touched her, or when she goes, "Did I touch you?" That's where I'm at, like 50 or 60%.
Austin, you got a lot of more patience than I thought. Okay, listen, I completely understand the tactic of being condescending to someone you're arguing with,
Yeah.
but it has to be the cringiest way to ever argue with somebody.
Oh.
Like again, I get it; it's a very good tactic to just deflect, and it's not
Your
whatever.
super
Like,
mask.
yeah, it's just like he's like, oh, so sorry, like exaggerating it, but it's such a like fake, like it doesn't actually do anything. It just like it keeps you from actually having any like
You look like the asshole.
it keeps you from making any like she's not convincing anyone with this behavior. And that's why I think being condescending is so like cringy to me. It's because it's like
Agreed.
she wants this person to think like her, but she's like not even trying to convince. She's just gonna be condescending, and then
being an asshole.
she's gonna walk out thinking like, yeah, I'm cool.
I killed that.
Like oh yeah, I'm going crazy out here,
All right.
viral.
Here,
I'm gonna get COVID.
no, you're probably going to give it to me. Are you going to leave?
Look at you.
Are you going to
What a
leave the store?
shame. Are you gonna leave the store? Are you gonna leave the store?
All right,
Hey, this-
that's where I'm at 100%.
Right, 100%. Swing outside, either throwing a
When
chair.
she walks away and then comes back,
back.
that's when I'm like, okay,
and then gets in the face.
we're
like,
done.
"You even used to-"
We're done.
Dude,
But
no.
I think legally, once you walk away and you come back, I think that's when you forfeit any kind of like physical combat.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know this is crazy to me. This is how white people talk to animals. But this is the opposite of that. It's like the mean way.
Hey,
He's
little
like,
dog.
oh, did you want a little snack with your little mask
You
on?
want away? Do you want to go
Right,
outside?
just so just, oh, God.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love how white people treat animals, but right now, Austin, I'm at 200%. I don't know how you're at only 100.
100%. Flipping the table.
I'm very rude and aggressive to another customer. Would you please leave? I'm aggressive? Would you please leave? Okay. Now, the thing I wanted to say, which you wouldn't let me say, you won't see my face, right? When
Get the fuck out. You don't need to say
This
anything.
is proven to be a hoax. I want an apology from each and every one.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
like my
Okay,
favorite
Karen.
part.
Hell yeah. That's so sick.
That's my favorite
From
part.
each and
When she
every
goes,
one of you.
Yeah, she just goes, when this comes out as a hoax, I want an apology from each and every one of you.
Okay, you
All
got
right,
it, Karen.
I got you.
Homie right behind her.
Sheep. She said sheep.
Look,
Nobody is sick.
she literally says,
What?
she says,
People have
someone
died,
says,
bro.
someone says,
How-
people are
I
sick.
don't-
People are, and she goes, nobody's sick.
Yeah,
Come
and it's like,
on.
what is wrong with you?
Go to-
Like, people have died.
What the
Like,
fuck?
Go to
That's
the
a very
hospital
valid thing.
in your city and say that right now.
Yeah,
I guarantee
dude,
you, you'll
like,
be on the floor.
It's one thing to say the masks don't work. That's one thing.
Yeah, if
That's
you
like
wanna say
the
it's
first
fine.
step is to like, I don't think they work that great.
Yeah.
The next step is to be like, fuck your mask. I'm not wearing a mask and you're dumb if you wear one. The next step is to be like, COVID's not even that bad.
right? And it's
The
like,
final
no, you
step
can
is to be
fuck
like,
off with that.
COVID's a hoax.
Yeah.
Nobody's sick.
Nobody's sick.
God, I hate that one.
Like, I don't
No,
even
it's
know
like,
if there's a
that's so
step
dumb,
past
dude.
this. I don't even know if there's a
Alright.
step past this.
No, well, here's the thing. She's gonna go back home, and it's probably on a Wednesday, so she's gonna go to her pill section and chug down those every Wednesday. So I don't know what
nice
she.
giant glass of
Whatever
red wine.
she
Rosé.
has
Yeah.
plenty. She probably got plenty of like illnesses herself, and she's like, "Oh, COVID's fake. This is the one where they're gonna." Everyone's sheep being about it, but I guarantee you, she has like access to all the pharmaceuticals, and she's on all of them.
These are the same kind of people who, when they get sick and are dying of COVID, be like, well, it was God's plan.
Yep.
You know,
My hands
you know
are
what I mean?
God's plan.
Or they're just like, well, I'm thinking it's something else. I'm thinking they just misdiagnosed me as COVID or something.
Yeah,
like that.
definitely. They'll
God,
deny
it's
it
just like,
until
oh,
they're
that's
dead.
it.
Until they're dead,
Why?
deny, and that's just.
That's probably what Herman Cain did.
I was just
Yeah,
telling. I was telling this to you guys the other day. I was just like, Americans don't know how to be wrong, and it kills people. It literally has killed people at this point because people like this, who she could be a carrier herself, or she could have it herself. She probably hasn't gotten tested, but it's just like she's so like can't swallow the pride or can't put it aside, and that doesn't get people killed. Sorry.
Educate yourself. Please.
You educate yourself.
Don't say that shit.
Don't say that shit.
You sound so stupid.
Right?
You all win. You all win.
Yeah, get your ass out of my
Right?
face.
Like, get the hell out of
What
there.
store is she at?
It looks like a craft store or some shit.
Looks like
Oh, she's getting kicked out of the craft store?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's right, Karen. Get the hell out of here.
You
Yeah,
can
looks
get
like
your
a-
yarn somewhere else. You can finish that love live pillow
You can't
somewhere
scrapbook
else.
with us no more.
Hell no, out of here. Joanne said, "Nah, get out."
Joanne said, "Get the hell out, Karen."
Yeah, it looks like a Michaels or like a Joanne's or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Did you just say Joanne said you can get the fuck
Yeah,
out?
Joanne herself called. She said,
She said, "Get the hell out."
Michael
said, "Get your
called.
ugly ass fabric and get out of here."
Mardell.
Yeah, it looks like a Mardell.
Mardell called me up and
But that's all I got. That's all the
No, I
laughs I
bet-
got for today.
I bet people at Mardell probably aren't wearing masks.
no, yeah,
Hobby
Same
Lobby
with
and Mardell.
Lobby, yeah.
And all the people in the half zips out there in the fleece half zips.
Patagonia half sips.
Yup. Yeah, I got no sympathy for people like that.
People actually think like that.
blows my mind. Dude.
They
That
actually
shit's
are like,
insane.
they believe that it's a hoax. They
Mhm.
believe that it's orchestrated by the whole deep state. They believe that it's like, I mean,
QAnon.
QAnon.
We're not gonna
yeah.
talk about it now, but-
I want to
Dang,
know.
yeah, are we talking about it or no?
No, not
I
well, not
wanna-
till
I
Ryan.
And they're
watches
just
it.
not acknowledging it. A lot of people now, like, we were talking about this yesterday or something, are going to back to bars, and it's like the shit is still going
dude, yeah.
on.
People are just like they don't want it to be a thing anymore. So just like
I'm over it.
Hey, I'm over it. It's not a thing
Yeah,
anymore.
pretty much.
If I
Just,
die, I
I'm
die. I'm
tired
just
of
like
it.
that's just
Okay, question
That's
for you
stupid.
guys. I've actually been meaning to ask you guys this in general,
Shoot.
but we're about 6.5 months into the quarantine/pandemic.
Yeah.
Since it started, like, how have you guys like been? Not just like mental wise, but like, how have you guys adjusted? How do you guys feel now? Like, since we started, like, Max, how are you feeling like where we're at now? Because I feel like people are a little more well adjusted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of things have like changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to see where everybody was in terms of that.
And I feel like in the age of COVID, everything is changing very rapidly. I know for me, it's like my life looks completely different from before the pandemic, like
Mhm.
completely different. But yeah, it things are still changing. Like, my job's like about to open up, so then I'll be like serving people, which will be a huge change from like
Yeah.
being under quarantine for so long. I just was kind of like, only hanging out with my, you guys and my family, and that's it, pretty much. My brother.
Yeah.
Whoever's at your house.
People you've already seen on a regular
Yeah,
basis
yeah,
anyways,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
exactly. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think that quarantine was healthy for me. I was able to like kind of think more, reflect more about myself and about who I wanted to be moving forward, because the pandemic, it's like this. I knew it was a big change, and I knew that coming out of that change, I wanted to like who I was. So I kind of started to, you guys know, I started seeing a therapist, and
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
started
No, definitely,
exercising more, and
Yeah.
meditation,
bro.
all that good
Shout
stuff.
out therapy.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's
everybody should do it.
Yes. Highly
Everybody.
recommended.
Let's go.
Highly
Light.
recommended.
But yeah, so there are parts that have like I've really grown, and I feel like I've really developed under quarantine. But then, with the state of things, it's hard to like kind of stay positive.
Yeah, of course.
And I
We don't blame you.
Yeah,
Especially after that
I
video.
find myself being really anxious a lot. I
right
feel like
though,
a bunch
yeah.
of people could relate to me. But I think the way I see it is, we're going through collective trauma. So
Mhm.
as long as we're still talking about it, we're going to be able to process it. I think we could do that collectively together,
Oh yeah. for sure.
rather than just isolating and saying, this all sucks. I don't want to talk about it. That could fuck us up years down the road. So
Yeah. Cool. Well, good to
that's
hear.
that's
And
my pitch.
yeah. What about you, Joe? Have you been?
Yeah.
I guess adjusting. Or
I
what's
mean,
your experience been like?
I feel like I'm at a pretty good point right now. Definitely at the beginning of quarantine and everything. I hated it, dude. It because since I turned 25 at the beginning of the year, when it's literally as soon as I graduated from like 18, 19 and on, just, played in bands, toured and all that stuff. Like, I didn't care about having like a full-time job or like
Yeah.
any shit. Like, I just wanted to play music and play shows
Travel.
and like travel and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
for that to just come to a forcible stop, it fucked my world up pretty hard. Like
That's completely fair too.
it was weird because like, my mental health wasn't the best before this anyways.
Mhm.
So like, cause I was already like pretty much a homebody except for like shows and like things like that.
yeah.
So once it all basically like once everything came to a stop, it sucked. And I it definitely was just like depressed for like a couple weeks, but like, I don't know, after a while, like I ended up getting a new job. I ended up moving in with Max. And like with that, it kind of started started the movement of me kind of like looking inwards as to like, okay, well, what do you want to do now? Like, how do you want to live your life now or whatever? And so like, and with that, I mean, like, I mean, I still, not to say struggle, but I still think about that a lot, you know, like if, you know, because still touring and all that stuff, like that's like still on halt for the foreseeable future, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, so for me personally, I'm just like, that sucks. Like, I don't know. There's just moments where I feel like I'm felt with like, I kind of feel like I'm like having to change my identity almost because like I've like very much like felt so close to that, like part of like these past 5 years pretty much, you know?
That was like the goal of the career. Like,
yeah. But I mean, but with that being said though, it's like, because all that's been on halt, it's giving me time to like focus more on like my actual personal life and all that. And with that, it's like been, you know, just been going on walks more, bike rides. So I've been,
still exploring.
Yeah. So I've been a lot more active or whatever. Still very much a homebody, but like with that, I feel like I've been better with just like, you know, talking with people like in like my bands and stuff like that, and just like talking with like family and all that stuff. Haven't been able to as of recent, but like earlier on, like a month or so ago, I got at least like 1 or 2 like quick therapy sessions in.
Oh
which is pretty nice.
Let's
so.
go. On a roll.
Well, yeah, because they're basically, I was just like super depressed, and I was like, I feel like a loser right now. Like I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and so, and then like then the new job or whatever, that was the kind of being a delivery driver right now. It's like kind of like, you know, I still have work, and I still get paid pretty okay, you know, so I'm not struggling, which is nice. So
cool. Surviving again.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's just kind of, you know, it's just been a thing of just like, you know, having to like reestablish and rebalance like where my priorities are in like my life. And things like that. So
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Which, you know, in a lot of points I've seen a lot of good and a lot of nice things, and then there's some things where it's like it probably is good and it probably will be positive, but it's like it's kind of hard for me to accept that because that's like not the life I would have chose for myself.
Yeah, I mean, nobody could have guessed we were going to go through a pandemic.
Definitely not. No, yeah.
But I'm happy and proud of both of you guys for taking that challenge.
Thank you, Justin.
To go into therapy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
Austin, how have you been? 6 months in, how are you feeling now? No, Charlie XCX.
I feel a little different now that I have the last 6 months. I think that it didn't really impact me a whole lot.
Yeah, because you kept working throughout the.
Yeah,
you don't have a choice.
Didn't affect my job. We live pretty much. Work in a pretty big facility, with like workstations that are spread out. So they felt like staying open. I don't completely agree or disagree with that. Just knowing the workspace, I think that it wasn't the worst decision. I mean, obviously, if they had, I know it's a big company, they have the money for it. It would have been nice to at least take a couple weeks or a month or so where we could have been
for a little bit,
been in shutdown,
really calm down. You know,
I feel like any job would benefit from that at some point.
But I ultimately I wasn't like, our company doesn't care when they didn't shut down, because like I said, they did it, took the precautions, stuff like that. And I mean, we were getting like free masks every day at the door, like
Cool.
temperature checks, stuff like that, which I know that there can be no symptoms, stuff like that. So there's still always room for fault. And they've communicated through text every time that we have a new case coming from our building or even possible cases. So they've been all right with it. So it wasn't really affected there as far as work goes. As far as like social life goes, I mean, for the most part, U4, I almost said U5. So, U4 are usually the main people I usually hang out with anyways.
Yeah.
Besides like people I see at work anyways. So
most def,
as far as like my social life, it wasn't affected as much. I know early on we kind of as a group made the decision of saying that like we pretty much see each other 2 or 3 times a week anyways. You guys live together. Yeah. You know, and so we think we made a decision of saying it's pretty much the same as a workplace for us. Where we
treat it like a job anyway.
Definitely.
Same as a workplace, same as like almost like we live together. You know?
Yeah, no, most definitely, for sure.
And so that wasn't really affected there. Like I said, some of my work friends. The only thing that really was different was just like I did want to like get out of the house a little bit more. Oh yeah,
no, I feel that.
Was that like a result of being inside, or just were you planning on it?
Well, I mean, like I already stayed inside quite a bit. I mean, I don't mind like. I'm definitely not one who has to like go out and leave the house. But I don't like being cooped up for too long. And so like every once in a while, like little tours we go on, or like just things like that can help. Or just like us going out and grabbing food together, hanging out like
for sure.
Once every week or something like that.
Going to get a bite out, you know.
Stuff like that is just enough for me to be like, I'm good now, for a week or whatever.
I feel that.
So not having that, I picked up the hobby of working on cars now.
Hell yeah.
Nice car
not
guy.
The cheapest
Alright.
hobby, not the cheapest hobby to pick up during pandemic.
Elkin's
but-
I
Myers.
could imagine, dude.
but it's been really fun and really rewarding too. So that's cool. But yeah, now that we're about like 6 or 7 months in, I'm definitely feeling it now just because I'm looking more at the future and what's happened in the last 6 months and the projections. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, were I'm good for now. I'm chilling. I could do this for a little bit.
Yeah.
My plan was like till the end of the year, pretty much, anyways. That it was going to be like this.
For sure.
But it's looking like now, like it'll go into a lot of next year as
Yeah.
well. I mean, we don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But that being said, now I'm starting to worry and say like, all right, I'm good for right now. I'm still okay, but I'm slowly getting to a point where I'm like, where like I'm like, I want to do this, but it's the absolute worst idea ever to do.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Is I think I'm fine now, but I definitely see myself in 4 or 5 or 6 months being like, holy shit, give me like
Being more fed up.
Give me something.
I need to do something. I need
Yeah.
to go on tour. I need to do stuff that I can't do. Let me do it.
Yeah.
But
Comes in waves, man.
Okay, so you were a little more you were a little more leveled out, just due to your original situation.
yeah, to summarize it, I think that I was like, if everyone's kind of stress levels went up to here and they've just been kind of cruising right here during all this COVID, mine were down here, and then I'm probably gonna drop. It's probably gonna launch up here once I just like.
You're gonna meet them there
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
After that winter
I'm gonna
hits.
go past you guys at some
Oh,
point.
shit.
Maybe, I don't know.
I hope
Yeah.
you don't go past me.
I'm honestly kind of worried. I'm worried
For
about
your sake.
I'm worried about everyone during winter when there's no sun, and you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
which is like, I mean, people are inside during the cold anyway, but just
Yeah.
like in terms of mental health and stuff like that, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Seasonal
Shit's
depression.
gonna be crazy.
No, for
yeah.
sure.
We need
I
to
don't
pick
know,
up
man,
an
but, like-
outside sport like tennis or
No,
basketball.
I was gonna say that's my
or something.
thing. I kind of like winter even like more though, just because like I said, so like I like bike everywhere.
Yeah.
And like, but wintertime, it's like it is perfect because then it's like I don't know, I just put some joggers on, a hoodie, or just like a hoodie or some sort of like light jacket, and then just go, and then once you build up that body heat and just start get the wheels going and shit, like I don't know, then that's like moments where it's like I feel like I can just like go forever almost, and then
okay.
it's just like and then it's cold, so not a lot of people are out anyway, so it's
Yeah.
like it's just kind of nice. Yeah,
Dude, I did some cold runs.
dude, yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I hate
Just
running in the
so
cold. My ears
refreshing.
get my
Oh,
ears
for sure.
hurt.
It's one of those like I can understand why people hate it, and it totally makes sense. Don't get
Same.
me wrong, but if you decide to just embrace it and go for it, like
Like a
hell
cold
yeah.
shower.
Yeah, no,
Embrace
totally.
it,
Yeah,
and
but
then-
like, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a dude.
like mine
Go
scolding,
on that
honestly.
cold
Polar
long
bear
run.
club,
Go on
polar
that
bear
cold
club.
bike ride. Like
Yeah.
that.
Honestly, I
That
can
shit
see
kicks
myself
ass.
going on a nice cold run. The only difference that I would do now that I didn't do before. So again, I'm putting on my nice reusable cotton face mask to
Right.
keep
There you
my nose and all my warm
Yeah.
breath. It'll stay right in the
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
wear
because
the
dude,
mask.
I was also thinking about that too. Like once wintertime comes, like masks are totally gonna be awesome. That's
That's
totally gonna
right.
keep your
That's
face
been my,
warm.
that's my
like,
biggest thing.
Everybody will
Whenever-
be wearing the mask. Be like, hey, I thought you didn't like that thing.
it's like,
Yeah,
nah, it's
yeah,
cold as
yeah.
fuck, dog. I need this. I need
There
it
needs
on
to be
now.
like an earmuff mask combo that we can
There
all
we
get.
go.
That's been my biggest thing with winter running. It was just like my nose getting cold.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
breathing in like cold air. Like,
Yeah.
Your ears don't hurt.
It
when
just
it's-
starts to hurt after a minute too.
You're
It's
like, ugh. Yeah, I got big ears. My ears get really cold too.
I
so.
can't. That's like one of the weirdest pains.
How do
is
your-
when my ears get cold.
I'm curious. Do you like deal with like weather things with like your like lobes and stuff now that you don't like wear jewelry or anything?
No,
me-
and I haven't had like
Looking at
any like
my
dryness
ears.
issues either.
Really?
My ears, yeah, they're just
Nice.
That's
I
no
mean, I've
cream.
just been cruising for so long that they're just part of a normal ear now. At this
I
point.
feel that. I
don't
feel
know.
that. I asked this as like I don't know. I haven't worn jewelry in a minute, but like they're like kind of small right now. But like even anytime I wear like rubber or just like even like some woods, like it'll just like
Suck all the
like
moisture.
cold as diamonds, bro.
Yeah.
Like just like freezing. Just
Yeah, I remember having like stone joy and be like,
yep, and yeah. So I don't know. Not looking forward to that.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens in winter. But Ryan, how have you? What have you learned? What have you?
Listening to you.
What have you?
What have you gleaned?
Yeah.
Since this
Learned,
between the Ryan when it
experienced.
started and the Ryan now,
Oh.
what's been going on over there?
Yeah.
in Ryanville.
In Ryanville.
So at first, I don't know. I didn't really. It didn't really affect me because Mother Road stayed open,
Right.
and then like as the cases started to go up, and I started to learn more about it, I started to get a little more anxious with certain things, with like them allowing customers in no mask or anything like that. So
Yeah.
That was a tough battle.
that was a big thing. And then cases started to go up more and more. And then they had an employee who tested positive. So yeah, it's pretty worrisome. Different precautions are being taken more now. And I think it was you that said a lot more people are becoming more adjusted to it. I'm definitely still seeing places that are like not like enforcing masks and people going to like places and restaurants.
A lot
bars.
of the brunch places are
shit like
still
that.
Bro, yeah, that shit
It's wild.
blows my mind, dude.
I go to QT like every day before work, and the first time they put the sticker up on that said mask mandates, whatever, like people I saw a couple people that were going in without them. They kind of felt bad, and they were kind of like, "Sorry, I don't have a whatever."
they
And
try
I
to
was,
put
and
their
I was like,
shirt or-
at least they're trying. They
Right,
don't
yeah.
have one, whatever. And then maybe I think it's been maybe about a month or so since then, and now I go in there and it's like me, the cashiers, and maybe one or two other people that are like going through that have the masks on.
Dude, yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey man, dude, just going
feel
into
you on that one.
going into any QT in Broken Arrow, it is like fucking lawless town out there. Like
Yeah. I
like
can't
not even the cashiers wear masks
Really?
anymore, and I'm just like,
God damn.
That's crazy. I know they got money in Broken Arrow.
like
So they don't have no
look,
excuse.
I look like the weird one only wearing a mask, and I'm always like, what is wrong with y'all? Like,
So I guess fast forward to now, has Mother Road adjusted well?
Yeah, definitely.
Your
Like
job.
Nice.
they recently allowed not dine-in seating, but dine-in seating on the patio.
It's like
Oh,
patios.
a little
patio.
more
It's
spread
like,
out.
I mean,
Outside seating.
It's cool, but it's at the same time, I just wish that everyone would just kind of go on lockdown for like 2-3 weeks, and it would
all be
help
over with.
so fucking much with the cases, and it would just help if everyone just followed the shit. But
yeah,
Follow the
they're
shit.
definitely like
follow the shit.
being better now because people aren't allowed inside, so that's cool.
That's good.
But as far as like myself goes, I've definitely taken a lot of time to learn a lot about myself, and I am so grateful that I've been able to do that.
Hell
I've
yeah.
learned more about my partner Kendall, so that has been great.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
I've definitely taken a lot of time and just been chilling and playing Tony Hawk. Don't get me wrong, I've definitely been.
And I mean, and that's
been
perfectly
chilling.
fine, dude. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a
I
fucking
think that's
pandemic. You
important.
still got to give
Yeah.
yourself time to just
Absolutely.
enjoy the
Yep.
small things,
Absolutely.
hang out,
True.
whether it be Tony Hawk or whatever. You
Yeah.
know?
But man, honestly, I think I've experienced personally just more emotion in these past 6 months than, I don't know, maybe any 6 months in my entire life.
Yeah.
It's
been
been
a
a lot of good. It's been a lot of bad.
Oh yeah.
It's been a lot of realization on my behalf. It's been me realizing things about other people, good and bad.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I've learned a lot about myself and the people around me. And yeah, like I said, not everything's been good, but not everything's been bad. So I think it's just important to take everything
As it is.
And
What about social life wise?
yeah, like I don't.
Because you live with your partner, so it's
Yeah. So we haven't. God, we like the thing we love to do. One of the things the most is go out to eat. And so yeah, we haven't done that in months, and that has sucked. But that's one
Yeah.
thing I miss the most. Yeah, as everyone said, touring. I miss the shit out of that.
Dude.
Right.
And just like going out places, as I'm sure everyone is. But I just wish everyone, not everyone, but I wish a lot of people would not put their wants before
Definitely.
people's needs first.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what's
Yeah.
happening for
Like
a lot of people.
totally,
It's like,
totally. So I have to take this thing a lot more
A lot of
seriously than it
selfishness
is.
going
Because
on.
clearly,
a lot
like
of
this,
selfishness. Yeah.
a lot of the businesses aren't going to. Like they're just in it for a profit. So like
Yeah.
you got to think better than
Selfishness.
that. You got to think more than just like I want this thing. I want to go out
There's
and
no
party or
Yeah.
there's
go
no
to the
business
bar.
without people. So I don't understand where you think this is going.
Yeah.
it just seems like a lot of people's center point of the conversation when talking about COVID now is just how over it they are and how much they want to get back out. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone
get it,
probably can
you
agree
know.
with that, but it's like,
We
it's
can't.
not what's important
That's
right
like
now.
That's
and
not reality.
I
It's like
just
having-
wish more people understood that.
It's like having all flat tires and being like, oh, I kind of feel like we should still keep driving. It's
Exactly.
like,
No, you got to change out those tires.
But
Put
no,
your mask on. Change out those tires.
yeah.
it's definitely been an interesting like 6.5 months for everything going on. So I'm just
feel
thankful
that.
that I mean have friends who like to talk about, checking in and emotions, and me and Kendall
man.
like to talk about that stuff.
Gotta,
so I have a very good support system
Yeah.
Whenever I have an issue or anything, I know I can always run to you guys. I can always run to Kendall. So
Dude, yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice. How you been, JB?
Yeah, Joseph hit us.
Man, so yeah, when I had this, when we were just talking about the mask shit, I've been okay. I took more of a prideful hit from COVID as opposed to like an emotional hit, if that makes sense. Because right when this year started for 2020, I had finally like reached one of my goals for myself, which was to essentially be self-employed. And I finally hit it, and I just moved into this new spot, and I had like stuff lined up, ready to go, and like I was making enough money to pay rent here and start doing what I want to do. All based off just doing graphic design, just freelance essentially.
Totally,
Like
yeah.
I didn't have a boss. I just did whatever I want and did that. And then like 2 or 3 months later, I remember I was playing a show, a hip hop show by myself, and that was when COVID started. And people were like, "Hey, have you heard about COVID?" And people were like, "No, what's that?" Like people still haven't heard about
still,
it,
like, talking about it.
and we were all kind of like, "Oh, it's probably nothing." And then like that next week, it was like, "Yeah, we're like this country's
Jobs
shutting
are
down,
closing
that
down.
country's shutting down." So it was kind of a weird phase for me because fast forward now, I'm back to like a day job essentially. I really enjoyed the job that I do have now,
For sure.
but I had a job in the middle that was very just, I was literally there for the money. It wasn't like the most terrible job in the world,
For sure.
but I was
it's,
like,
it's just a job.
I kind of reached the point where I was like, damn dog, like you can't just keep surviving. You got to like make sure you have money like for these next couple weeks.
For
Because
sure.
it was getting to the point where like, if you looked at a month as 4 weeks, like the first 3 weeks, I would have no jobs because there's no events going on. Which is a good thing. But and then at that last week, be like, I'd be stressing about it all until that last week, and then that last week, everybody needed something, and then I'd be like super
Crammed
busy,
and
super like stressed about like getting everything done, which I handled for the most part pretty well. But at the same point, I had to look at myself and be like, look, man, I had to talk myself in the mirror essentially. Like, look, man, like you can't keep stressing yourself out. Like this. Now that I'm aware of it, I had to be like, you got to do something about it.
Nice.
Nobody
Good
else.
on you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and so went out and got a job, to keep the lights on, so we can keep doing this. So that was like the first like, I guess like negative, if you will. But the place I'm working at now is somewhere I've actually wanted to work, so
Nice.
there's the bright side of that.
Nice.
Social wise, I've only been around you guys and my girlfriend, so I haven't been like really near anyone. I think the most frustrating thing for me is the grocery store.
Oh, Jesus.
I love grocery shopping, but like that is the place where I am seeing people just, they might as well just be licking the food on the shelves at this point.
Dude, people are awful to Kendall at Sprout.
Really?
They are
That
awful.
That
A
breaks
woman
my
has
heart,
thrown
yeah.
her mask at her, like after being provided with one, like after shopping, she was like, "Here, you take this," and fucking threw it at her. God, people are
God, what an
people are
asshole.
just gross.
Target on Yale's chilling. Everyone's good there.
Target on you.
But it's not like even like the most chill spots, like the Target.
Single bare face and months there.
Wow.
Even like the safer spots, like that Target, is just like people are still sliding next to each other, or like still going. There's like, I'll see like 3 people down an aisle, and I'll have to wait, which I don't mind waiting. But then I'll look, and there's just 3 people like right next to each other, or there's like very clear indicators on the floor on where to stand, and people aren't standing there. And I'm just like,
I was gonna say, that's the shit that just blows my goddamn mind.
People
like,
really like to not follow those arrows in the grocery
oh,
store aisles.
easy, dude.
could you imagine driving onto the opposite going lane just because you felt like it?
Yeah, right.
Just crashing your
Right.
shit.
I just go into the aisle next, and I go my way around. It's not hard.
Right?
But yeah, so social life.
Selfishness.
I do the thing where if I look down, no one's in the aisle. I leave my cart. I don't travel. Take the cart down. I leave my cart here, and I just run like this.
Run, sprint, grab the shit.
Look around, and I run back.
There
Down.
was one time where I needed something that was right on the edge. It was a
You're like,
one-way, and
oh.
it was right on the edge. Yeah, and I just went right there,
imagine
left
you're-
my car outside of the aisle.
Imagine someone's looking on the aisle. All he sees is a hand go like this.
Yeah.
down the aisle.
He, like,
turn-
stretches
it,
out.
It goes like this. Goes straight. Turns. and does a third turn. Pulls it out like that.
There's the closest thing to that situation. There's been a couple times where I've been following the arrow, but I'll pass something in the aisle that I need to get, so I'll turn around to get it, and now I look like I'm going the opposite way of the arrow, and I'll be like,
Joseph,
and then I'll see someone
wow.
come into the aisle, and be like, fuck, they think I came like
You
Wow,
shouted
like,
at
oh,
them
they
across the
did.
alley. Hey, I promise I just turned around.
yeah,
Right,
I'm
it's
just like
Just if you just U-turn in the middle of the highway and if you miss your exit and drive backwards, is that what you do? 'Cause
Yeah, I know.
we want to talk about metaphors.
I mean, at this point, it seems like it. But yeah, like, I think that's the closest thing I've said. But yeah, social life. So you guys know I'm pretty introverted, pretty homebody. So
Most def, yeah.
it wasn't a big deal to me. I'm one of those guys where it was like, I was already doing that anyway.
Quarantine kind of came naturally to you.
Yeah, I was waiting for everyone else to catch up. I wanted to end just as badly for you guys more than me, and so
You probably don't mind not playing shows either, I imagine.
I like playing shows.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, I imagine you're just looking forward to touring coming back a whole bunch, right?
Yeah, nothing says Joseph more than traveling thousands of
shows
miles
and
for
it's
$20
be in the van.
and no sleep.
$20 in a van for 2
Sleeping
days.
on a floor, hardwood
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, no,
That's the life.
honestly, and I felt this way for a long time, but I honestly think touring is just like, we can have a conversation on another episode. But I think touring's kind of out of date as far as like social media goes.
Joseph.
You're out of date.
If I am,
understand.
let me know. I think it's very fun, and I think there are probably a couple genres of music that probably still benefit from it. But I think as far as like most genres of music, you can be like a bedroom pop artist, and I've seen bedroom pop artists who have never toured that have like hundreds of thousands of listeners on Spotify.
Oh yeah, well, but,
So-
but then again, this could lead to like a whole other stuff.
Yeah,
because
I don't wanna
I
get into
love
it.
this topic. I was talking about it a lot. But my thing with that is, but always, I feel like it boils down to it depends on what genre of music you're doing. Though.
Yeah, that's why I said like
Certain-
a couple of
just, like,
genres.
mainstream shit, you can totally get away with that.
Yeah.
Counterculture, alternative, whatever the fuck, like all that DIY stuff, you usually can. You kind of need that like live
Yeah, that in-person
performance to like really
Absolutely.
put on
The
really,
magic.
to really portray your art. Really,
Yeah, it's more
So-
like energy wise, and that's why I look at it this way, because it's like I look at it like this. It's like the money you're putting into touring, you could put that into an Instagram ad and probably get
definitely.
more fans.
You're
so
not wrong.
I look at it that way. So
Yeah.
as far as touring goes, I've never liked it, but I've never been like, hey guys, I'm not going this time. Like I've never like canceled last minute or anything like that.
Oh,
but I've
God,
always
yeah.
I've always known it was going to come to this at some point. But I did not know it would be like this, and I didn't know that people were going to be forced to take that answer and be like, for someone like a Geo who loves touring, for him to say like, yeah, touring's not available right now. I never thought I'd see the day where like you guys would have to say that.
Yeah.
would
and
agree with
have
me
to be
essentially.
content with it.
Yeah, and have to be just like, well, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
because
That's the way the world
it
works
is.
right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Admit it. Come on. You missed it a little bit.
You missed doing a little spin on
bit.
stage,
Just
Joseph.
a little
Slapping
bit.
the delay pedal and going
Yeah,
and
come on.
singing in the mic.
You guys are confusing touring and playing shows. I like playing shows. I don't like.
I mean, touring
Come
is
on,
playing
dude.
shows in different cities. That's kind of how I see it.
If
I
it-
know it's like the bulk of touring is like being in the van, but like, the big moments are when we're playing the shows.
Yeah, and again, those are the parts I do like, and those are the parts I feel like I'm pretty adamant about enjoying them. But it's like, it's like,
But there's still a lot of bullshit that comes with it. Like I get that.
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's the shit you don't like.
Especially a rose gold tour.
I'll say,
Yeah, like
50% of being in a band is carrying shit, and the other 50% is posting about shit. So it's like, what are you really benefiting aside from those 30 minutes you're on stage? Do we live for
God, I
those
just-
moments? Sure.
I remember that tour where it was like
Really-
1 degree
really cold?
every day, and I was cold and sweaty somehow the entire time.
It
It fucking
driving down a
sucked.
Nebraska highway at 15 miles an hour because it's covered in ice and snow.
Right.
We had that one show in North Dakota where we had to carry all of our equipment upstairs. Oh man.
Remember
Yeah.
that guy's house we stayed at when walking to his door that the snow was like waist deep?
Yeah, we had to like push his van
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah, help his van out.
What time are we at right now?
Now
We're
we're in.
about time to wrap things up.
Okay,
right.
yeah. So that's my update.
Okay.
Job things been cool.
Nice.
Everyone's been kind of adjusting, so like more work has been coming in for me.
Okay.
But
Nice.
I'm saving up for something special that involves all of us. So
Most def.
I'm just gonna keep on with my job and keep on doing what I'm doing. But other than that, I've been pretty good.
on keeping on,
I've
man.
just been checking in as much as I can with all of my homies and being
Nice.
like, hey, y'all doing? But
No, for sure.
it's also great to hear that you guys are
I
taking
mean-
care of yourselves.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Gotta.
but
Got you, man.
Trying to.
I'm gonna go to Ryan with sports and recommendations.
Ryan, no sport.
Ryan with the
I don't
sports.
know nothing about no sports.
No,
but
what do you got for recommendations? Let's move on to that for now. Because we got to film a video.
cheat sheet.
Yeah, pop it. We use Ryan's phone to film, so he's got to
Ooh,
write his
Can
down.
remember all
just
our
like last week,
photography.
I have 3 again.
3 Rex. Let's see what we got.
The fans have
Ryan.
been asking how
I'm
many you're gonna
excited.
have this week.
The fans have been asking. Time to give them what they want.
It's all over town.
You mind if I?
Oh, it takes his glasses.
Gotta get the specs.
So number 1, we got the artist Tommy Guerrero. The album Soul Food Taqueria. Is that how to?
Okay.
You got
I
it.
think.
Taqueria.
It's a early 2000s album. But it's like kind of
What's the vibe?
very chill, kind of
Okay.
indie, like soul. I don't even know, but
Oh, okay.
Andy Soul.
I remember discovering it from the song that I recommend is called Organism. That song was in a Tony Hawk game.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't
Nice.
remember which one, but that's how I remember it. And there's another song I'd recommend on that album called Terra Unfirma. I think that's how to pronounce it, but that's my first one.
Nice.
Got another album by a band called by a shoegaze band called Slow Crush.
Slow Crush.
I
That
could have guessed they were shoegaze.
that
Yeah, I was gonna
name
say.
to me is so fucking cool. The album is so fucking cool.
Nice.
It's called Aurora. It's from 2018. I recommend the songs Glow, Drift, and Shallow Breath.
Cool.
So
Nice.
there's that one. And then third one, it's a movie on
Best for last.
yeah, on Netflix called Frozen Ground. It has
Frozen Ground.
It has John Cusack and Nick Cage in it, and Vanessa Hudgens. Nick Cage.
Oh, they got the big 3 in there.
Yeah, the trio.
Oh my
The
god.
big 3.
Nick Cage is a detective. It's based on a true story in like 1982.
Wait, it's boats?
The span of the 80s. What boats?
Based on a true story. BOATS.
Yeah, it's
boats.
boats.
It's both.
It's boats, man.
Nick Cage is a detective trying to
Nice.
find this dude who is notorious for kidnapping, raping, and killing women.
That's not good at all.
Holy shit.
So I'll leave it at that. It's a good ass flick. If you like true story stuff, check that out. So those are my 3.
Dude, hell yeah. Whoa.
I'd like to recommend the band called Rough Justice. There's an album
Oh,
called
no,
Hell
no,
as Other
that's
People. I'm just kidding. I saw
You cheated.
Go ahead.
All right, I got 3 I want to list off.
Nice.
First one is a band or an album specifically called Hell as Other People.
Nice.
Wait, is the
By-
band called Hell as Other People? or
No, the album's called Hell as
Oh,
Other
okay.
People by a band called Rough Justice.
Rough Justice sounds like a football team. Like,
Just
Yeah,
it's
Gio
just,
and I listened to that the other
3
day.
songs.
It's
Not
killer.
so nice. Just like I called it vanilla hardcore, but that's not an insult. It just means like it. You know
bare bones.
the goodness is in it just being hardcore. There's
Yeah.
no gimmick
There's-
involved.
yeah,
you know, it's
yeah.
not like the gimmick
No
isn't like
fuss. No.
the gimmick
Straight
isn't
down
like
the middle.
the gimmick
Wizzy
isn't like
wig.
breakdown. The gimmick isn't like weird. The gimmick isn't anything like that. It's just nice vanilla stock.
Yeah, just good. Just good.
But
just
a
Good
nice,
old-fashioned
yeah, good
hardcore.
old fashioned
Good stock.
hardcore.
They're
Yeah,
classics
good-
for a reason.
Yeah, good stock. Yeah.
The next one I recommend is a movie on Netflix called The Devil All the Time.
Ooh, okay.
Just came
Nice.
out.
Sounds
It's
tight.
got
That's what the album
hearing
should
a
have
lot
been
of
called.
buzz about
Robbie
that one.
Pat.
it's got
Yep.
Robert Pattinson in it. It's got Tom Holland in it.
Tommy Hall.
It's got Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, is in it.
Oh.
Yep.
Is it boats?
Sexton.
There's another name I'm
Sex.
thinking. I'm forgetting. Oh, Bill Skarsgård,
Ooh.
guy who plays Pennywise.
Billy
So,
Scar.
We got Pennywise, got Spider-Man,
Max.
we got Winter Soldier, and Batman in that movie.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Damn, that's a killer
Yeah.
line.
Nice.
A lot of
Uh,
characters.
Right.
But it's a really good
Lot of
movie. If you like, I don't know, like
Didn't you say it was like There Will Be Blood? Like a similar.
yeah, in the sense of like the vibe,
Setting.
the
There will be blood
grittiness.
with Pennywise and Batman and all. That's crazy. What kind of
Hugh
movie
Jackman
is
in
this?
this?
Wolverine shows up.
It's like There Will Be Blood, not nearly as good because There Will Be Blood is one of my favorite movies of all time. But in the
It's a great
same
flick.
sense of like being like gritty,
Drink your milkshake.
kind of like a timepiece. I wouldn't call it a period piece as much because it's like not that long ago, but
Yeah.
it's still like long ago. So, and then just like in its themes too, like just some like religion themes too. It's just like
Oh,
just
yeah.
like There Will Be Blood has some.
Mm.
And then finally, there's a YouTube channel called Donut Media. If you're a fan of like
Oh, it's the car one?
cars or like
Yeah.
you're enthusiast
Nice,
stuff like that. It's like really digestible media involving stuff like that. So even if you don't know a whole lot or you do, it's really really cool.
So
But
it's
it's
like
called Donut
nice.
Media. on
Easier to
YouTube.
get
Donut
into.
Media.
Someone who's like more
Yeah, and they make it really really entertaining and really really easy to understand. So
Nice.
cool.
That's all I
Anything
got.
else?
That's all I got.
Sweet.
Cool. For my recommendation, I have an anime from Netflix called Promised Neverland.
Oh
Okay.
damn.
Have you guys watched it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen a little. I've seen a little bit
Oh,
of
cool.
it.
Yeah,
It's-
just watched
So,
the first episode like 2 days ago.
Quick little synopsis. Basically, it's about an orphanage that is growing the children to be fed to like demons or zombies, and the kids find out essentially, and they're trying to like plan an escape. I'm only a couple episodes in, but so far, like, it's been really good and really
That's
entertaining. I'm excited just because, like, I think I want to get more into more horror anime.
Oh,
And
Yeah, the
so-
animation's
nice.
like all
Okay.
cute, and it looks like it's gonna be like a really
Yeah,
cute
yeah.
little like orphans
they're all, like,
playing,
small.
having fun,
Yeah.
and talking,
Mm.
little chibi.
Yeah, but then you see they
faces.
got like numbers tattooed on them, and then like, yeah, like so all this stuff is happening. But
little Geo's about ripe for harvest.
right.
yeah, they're like
Some shit
No, it's
like
cool because
that.
because there's moments where like it'll change and like the animation's like super hard lined and everything looks
Yeah.
dark and it's like, oh shit, like
like during the
like-
dark moments, it
Mhm.
gets dark and light moments.
yeah,
Light.
it's like super hard lined.
So,
So just like, oh,
Yeah, I check that out. Give it 3 episodes. That's like the typical anime rule.
yep.
Give it a couple episodes.
Give
and
it at least
check
3.
it out. Other than that, I've been listening to a lot of Gunna. He has an album called Wunna. It's WUNNA. The deluxe edition came out like a month or 2 ago. It's been really cool. Him and Lil Baby are like the Paramount Young Thug clones. So if you like Young Thug, you'll like either one of those. So yeah, it's a couple months. It was released a couple months ago, so it's not the newest thing. But I've been getting into Gunna a lot, and then a little bit of Lil Baby stuff.
I like that
the last 2 days.
that single that Lil Baby
Nice.
put out.
Oh, yeah.
The bigger picture.
Yeah, Lil Baby put out a song called "The Bigger Picture" and a music video.
Yeah, incredible.
Nice.
Kind of at the peak of like the Black Lives Matter
The protests
protests and
movement.
everything that was going on. The song honestly gave me chills.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Nice.
I'm glad you mentioned it because, like, literally 2 days before that, I was trying to decide if I liked Gunna or Lil Baby more. And I was like, I think I like Gunna more. And then Lil Baby dropped The Bigger Picture, and I was like, fuck. Now I don't know which one I like.
The
again.
question is ongoing.
Yeah. Like I had been putting it off for years, and then like I was like, it's Gunna, and then he dropped that, and then I like Lil Baby, and then now Gunna put out this album. I'm like, I think I like Gunna more, but.
Kind of the pendulum.
There are 2 wolves inside you. One's Gunna,
Yeah.
one's Lil Baby. But yeah, those are my recs.
Nice.
Geo.
Nice. Man, I've been listening to a lot of like Choir Boy and Death Bells.
Nice.
So
Death Bells.
definitely this week's recommend will be the album Gathering Swans by Choir Boy. Came out in 2020, so
Cool.
it's earlier this year.
Hell
but
yeah.
it's really good. Really good.
Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. M to the AX.
Fleet Foxes.
What?
Yeah,
What was that?
there's a new Fleet Foxes album.
Fleet Foxes.
8 hours ago, he's already
Yeah, as they came out.
At the point of filming this video, it will be out tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And it's coming out like same time as Equinox is the plan.
Oh, whoa.
So first day of fall, we get a new Fleet Foxes album. That's perfect. To me, Fleet Foxes
Nature's
is like
healing.
fall music.
Nature's
Yeah, it's like
healing, yeah.
go outside, go on
we
a
got
hike,
fall,
put Fleet
we got pumpkin
Foxes.
spice lattes at Starbucks.
Yes.
We got new
Gosh.
Fleet Foxes.
And another thing is like Fleet Foxes is a big,
Patagonia
one of my
half
favorite
zip.
bands. Their
Patagonia.
vocalist is like really good at like kind of capturing that feeling of like
Fall.
collective, maybe not necessarily fall, but just like existential stuff. Feeling like, man, life's going crazy. So I think that this album coming out in 2020 might be
Perfect timing.
yeah, it might be able to kind of capture some of the feelings that we haven't known how to name.
Cool.
So
Did
yeah.
they put out any singles or anything?
No, it's like a surprise album. They've been teasing, like
sick.
they posted like an Instagram video of
Just like,
something,
"Damn."
and then this morning they shared a video. It was basically saying, yeah, our new album is out tomorrow. It's called Shore. So Fleet Foxes, Shore, SHORE.
Cool. Anyone have any honorable mentions before we move on? No? Going once, going twice?
Ugh, I'm trying to think if I've
Oh.
eaten anything cool
I've
or
got
good
one.
in the past week.
That new End album,
Ooh,
I
Splinters
didn't
from
know.
an Ever-Changing Face.
I didn't know they actually put something out
Yeah,
recently.
really
it's
good.
freaking so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's heavy.
Hell
Good,
yeah.
good
Super
riffs.
group.
Good riffs.
Good
yeah.
riffs. Yeah, super group. Will Putney, Brennan Murphy from Counterparts.
It's end with a period, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
or just capital. Yeah, I think it's just capital END,
Mhm.
maybe with a period at the end, something like that. Splinters from an ever-changing face.
All right, Ryan, do you remember what you ate?
Nothing crazy, nothing cool, nothing worth mentioning.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, everything that helps us get the algorithm, helps us out. If you guys haven't already, hit us up on all our socials. We have Instagram,
Yes.
Facebook, and Twitter. It's at RoseGoldOK.
Who's Gold okay?
Anytime you guys need to get a hold of us or keep updated with us, that's where that's going to be.
Yep.
We will be dropping a video that we're filming after this pretty soon. So if you want to stay in touch with that, hit the bell on our YouTube, or again,
Hit that bell.
follow us on any of our socials and check us out there. And other than that, thank you for watching or listening if you're listening, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.